Hello, what is up guys? EvilDuosarm here today, back with another Black Desert video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Old Moon Furniture Workshop system in Black Desert that allows you to craft Pearl Shop furniture items for in-game resources rather than having to spend real-life money. So if you are big on decorating houses, or you wanted to get into it but you don't have a ton of furniture, or you want like one specific piece but you don't want to spend any money, this is the system you're going to want to take advantage of. It was released a couple patches ago. I got an update last patch, figured it's about time I made a guide on it. So anyway, we'll walk you through setting it up, all the workers, all the stuff you need to know for it. I'll cover for you here in this video. And quickly before we get into it though, if you're new to my channel, new to Black Desert, or you've been watching videos on my channel, still haven't subscribed yet, please consider it. Helps to grow my channel, you stay up to date with new content, and we both win. And without further ado, let's get into it. And let's start off with like how the system works and what you're going to need to get started with it. So this system is actually pretty straightforward. It's like any other workshop in the game. In several of the cities, and in this case, we currently have the cities of Calpheon, Grana, and Isleton, but I'm imagining that they're going to add other cities as we go. Like I said, we just got Calpheon with the most recent patch that came to the game. But if you go to any one of these cities and you click on the main city itself, under the search function up at the top up here, you can close out your inventory, make it a little easier for you, you will see the Old Moon Furniture Workshop. Clicking on that will identify the Old Moon Furniture Workshop, and this is going to be the house that you need to buy, specifically for the Old Moon Furniture Workshop. Now, each of these different workshops in each of these different cities has different equipment available to you to go ahead and craft. So you can see these are the offerings here in Calpheon. If, say, you wanted to check Grana's, all you would do is the same exact thing. Go to Grana, use the little filter function up here, find the Old Moon Furniture Workshop, click on it, and see what items are available for you there. Again, you can scroll through, look at any of these different items, and decide which one of these workshops you want to work through first. For this video, I'm going to be using the city of Calpheon, and we're just going to go ahead and show you how to buy that house now. So again, filter, Old Moon Furniture Workshop, click on that house. Now it's going to show you all of the different things you need to buy to get that house via the check purchase conditions system here. If you don't have all of these nodes, or you're already using it for something else, you'll have to swap it. In my case, I want to purchase all of them so that I can unlock it. These points that you're using is contribution points, and if you've never played Black Desert before, or if you're new to the game, your contribution point number is this number in the top of your screen, kind of hidden up here, but right above the health bar. Mine's at 60 out of 406. Now, if you're short on contribution points, or you don't have quite enough to be able to purchase that house, you're either going to have to sell off some of your other houses you have in game, or some of your other nodes that maybe you're not using, or you're going to have to farm some contribution points up. That EvilDuosarm guy has a ton of guides on contribution points, so I've got the Duvenkroon daily rotation that you can do. I have an overview as to what contribution points are for somebody that's never played the game before, and I also have how to do it with AFK cooking. So I've got videos on my channel if you need to know how to do this system, or if you need more information about it. But generally speaking, doing quests or doing cooking and turning in like witches' delicacies, you're going to get a ton of contribution points, and it should be pretty quick to get those 4 points. I think just playing through the story as a new player drops you off with somewhere around 50 to 60 of the points. So you should have some of these if you're newer, and if you're more experienced, you'll know how to get them. Anyway, once you do have those contribution points, just go ahead and buy the house. So again, Old Moon Furniture Workshop, click on the house, click on the check purchase, and purchase all. Now you're going to need to go back into that house that we just purchased and select Old Moon Furniture Workshop, change usage to it, and bump it up to level 3. This is going to take 6 minutes to complete, so I guess we'll just wait and come back here in 6 minutes when it's ready to go. And I guess in the meantime, while that's running, we can actually head over to the next portion that we're going to need, and that is going to be a worker. So, for those of you that have never done anything with workers, or worker nodes, or empires, you have a ton of people that you can hire for you to do different tasks in Black Desert, and this case is no different. You're going to need to hire a worker to do this task. This can be done at the work supervisor in each of the cities, so you can just go ahead and click on the Find NPC function, which is the little hourglass in the top corner there, or eyeglass rather, and you're looking for the worker NPC. So if you click on this icon right here, it will drop you to the worker NPC for that city. If you go and interact with them, click on the contract workers. You'll typically be greeted with the contract workers menu. However, because I already have the maximum number of workers I can hold here right now, I'm going to need to buy another house to store more workers. If you've never done this before, go ahead and click on the Calpheon city once again, and in this case, we're looking for the lodging option. So if you click on lodging, you'll see all the different houses you can buy for lodging. I'm just going to try and find the cheapest one and purchase it for lodging, in this case, 1 contribution point. Go ahead and buy that, and wait for that to tick through. And after we have that 1 lodging complete, we can go and interact with the work supervisor again, click on contract workers, and we can begin the hiring minigame. So this one's pretty straightforward. I've got a video on it as well, but just to quickly summarize it, it's going to cost you 5 energy to hire a worker, and whenever you want to, you can continue rolling through these workers until you find a worker that you like, at which point you have to pay a little bit of silver to be able to fly and hire them. So to get started with the system, you hit yes, it'll bring up a worker. Specifically, if you're using this worker to make houses, you're probably going to want a goblin. You can hit this view continuously button until you find a goblin or whatever worker type of whatever level you're looking for. So I guess I'll hit skilled, and we'll just roll it out as many as I can. and we'll hit viewed continuously until we run into a skilled. I didn't like that one, so we'll run it again. Again, I'm looking for at least a skilled level goblin here. So it'll keep rolling through our energy until it finds one. It found a professional human worker. That might be worth taking here, so I think that's what we're going to go for. But again, if you're like trying to min-max this and get through furniture as fast as you can, you'll probably want to go for a goblin. To actually hire the worker, you just click Hire Worker, and it hires the worker. So now that we have both our worker as well as the workshop, if we open up the map, click on Calpheon, and click on the workshop right here, we'll be able to start crafting furniture items in here. So for this, what you're going to want to do is pick out which piece of furniture you're going to want to make, and look at the recipe for that. Now for this video, I'm going to make the natural log bedside table because I already have all of these ingredients, but if you don't have these items, you're going to have to go and obtain them. Some stuff you'll have to get through gathering, other stuff can just be bought off of the marketplace. Like if you're looking for, I don't know, cedar timber, if you see that as an ingredient, you can see there's 103,000 of it in stock in the NA marketplace. Other stuff though, like for sap, might not be as readily available and you'll have to go and gather it yourself. Or at least put a pre-order in on and wait for it. Now back into the workshop and looking at this, if you see a recipe, you can hit the control button and click to pin the recipe to the top of the screen here while you continue to thumb through things. So like if I'm trying to decide if I want to make the natural log bedside table, or if I want to make this cushion set, and I want to put them like side by side and see, all right, I'm going to need this, this, and this. I have this type of stuff. Or like if you're trying to do comparisons or decide what you want to get, you can do it this way. It also lets you hover over any of the different items that are available on that when you do it this way. So like, I need flax thread. I don't have that. How much is that going to cost me? Market price $24.60. So it helps you to give an idea of the different recipes and what they're worth. It's a lot easier than trying to get it to like stick on this thing and pick out those things. So make sure to take advantage of that system. I don't think I've covered it before in any of my videos. Anyway, like I said, we're going to make the natural log bedside table. Now you'll notice there's one other item in here that you probably have never seen before, and that is furniture crafting permit. And these are purchased from various NPCs. And you can see the NPCs from the tooltip right there. In this case, Calpheon, I need to find the NPC Lelina. Again, we're going to use the find NPC function, and we're going to type in Lelina. She's the furniture dealer of Calpheon City. If I click on her, it'll bring me to her little waypoint system to find her. We'll just go up the stairs and go ahead and talk to her right now, real quick. To craft that piece of furniture, I needed 4 of this item, and the item that I needed is this furniture crafting permit. So I'm going to go ahead and buy multiple, and I need to buy 4 of them. Go ahead and hit purchase, and they'll put them in my inventory. I then need to put those into the storage here in Calpheon along with all of the other ingredients to craft this. So every other piece that you saw that you needed for each of those recipes needs to go into your storage here in Calpheon, or Grana, or Isleton, whichever city you're building in, right? So go ahead into the storage, put all those items that I just got, as well as these 4 crafting permits into the storage here. Now when I go ahead and open the map back up, click on Calpheon, head over to the workshop, Old Foon Furniture Workshop, click on the Manage Crafting button down at the bottom. So this is where we do the crafting management itself. Clicking on that will bring up all the different recipes, and you'll be able to see all the ones that you can currently make right now. So depending on what you have in your storages or what items you have put in there, you should be able to see the different items. They just won't be grayed out. Like I said, I'm making the bedside table. And again, for this one, pretty straightforward. You just click on it, and then you have to pick which worker you want to assign to this. So I have a lot of workers I can pick because I have a big node network set up and it tells you how long it's going to take them to complete the work and blah, 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 blah. But in this case, the professional human worker is the worker I hired specifically for this. It's going to take him 15 minutes and I'm going to click start work. If you wanted to make a bunch of these or like 5 of these, you would hit this change work button here and say, I want you to make 5 of them. I only have enough resources to make 1 of them though. So it's only going to work 1 time. So I'm actually not going to do this, this thing here. We're going to change it to 1 time, make it 1 time and hit start work. He's now going to go to work and work on completing that item. When it's completed here in 15 minutes, I'll come back. Alright, it's been 15 minutes now, so if we head back over to the storage here of Calpheon, open up our storage, we should see the piece of furniture sitting inside of our inventory here, and we can see it right there, natural log bedside table. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Just go ahead and input that into your inventory. And now we can put that into our house. And if you've never bought a house before, I figured I might as well show you that here too in this video. But if you click on Calpheon here and head on down, you'll see all the different houses you can buy in the game. Again, we're just looking for a residence, which is pretty much any house in the game. I'm going to go ahead and buy this 3-1 here as a residence. So you just click it, click on residence, purchase a residence, and it will be bought as a residence. We can now path over to it by clicking on it, follow the blue line. And when you get into the house, walk on through the front door and hit the place mode option. You should see that piece of furniture that we just made, and you can drop it down here and place it into the house. And that's pretty much it. You now have crafted your furniture, put it inside your house, and you can start to decorate to your heart's content. Again, there are a ton of different recipes that you can craft at these workshops, like a ton of different ones. There's 3 workshops. Explore them, see if there's different furnitures or themes that you want to go ahead and put into your game. Now, that's going to do it for this video. If it did help you, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, once again, if you're not subscribed, please consider it. And if you have ideas for further videos you'd like to see, let me know as well. I got a ton of videos I still got to work on. Would love to hear your input on other videos that I can make for you. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next YouTube video right here and the next Twitch live stream every single Saturday and Sunday, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.